Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you flinch during an argument. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. It started over something stupid. It always did. You'd taken a head during patrol. Nothing serious. Just a nasty bruise blooming across your ribs. But you'd hidden it. Finished your shift and came home. Smiled when they asked how your day was. And you thought you'd gotten away with it. And then, Kirishima hugged you from behind while you were making dinner. And you winced. Kirishima didn't make a big deal out of it. And you thought you were safe. But about 10 minutes later, Bakugo came in. Take off your shirt. You turned to find Bakugo standing in the kitchen doorway, arms crossed and eyes sharp. Excuse me. You heard me. He stalked forward. Kirishima said you flinched when he touched you. So, either you're hurt, or you're about to explain why you're avoiding contact. Kirishima appeared behind him, concern etched across his features. Babe, please. We just want to make sure that you're not injured. You sighed, setting down the spatula. It's nothing, just a bruise. Show us. The tone in Bakugo's voice made it clear that that wasn't a request. Reluctantly, you lifted up your shirt. The bruise was spectacular, deep purple and black, spreading across your left side like spilled ink. Nothing. Baku exploded. You call that nothing? It's just a bruise, Katsuki. Just a bruise. He ran both of his hands through his hair, practically vibrating with fury. Do you have any idea what could have happened? What if a rib was cracked? What if it was internal bleeding? But it's not. That's not the point. He was pacing now, voice rising. The point is, you hid it. You came home, smiled at us, and pretended everything was fine. I didn't want you to worry. That's our job. His voice hid that explosive volume that made windows rattle. We're supposed to worry. We're supposed to. He gestured sharply, arm cutting through the air in frustration. And you flinched. Your body moved before your brain could stop it. Shoulders hunching, head turning away, in a protective gesture. It lasted maybe half a second, but it was enough. Bakugo froze mid-sentence, hands still raised, eyes going wide. Kirishima's breath stopped. The kitchen went so quiet that you could hear the pot still simmering on the stove. Your voice came out small. Sorry, I didn't mean. Don't. Bakugo's voice cracked. His hand slowly lowered to his side, trembling. Don't apologize. He took a step back, and then another, like he was the dangerous one. Katsuki. Kirishima started, but his voice was wrecked too. Hey, look at me. You reached for Bakugo, but he backed away further, eyes horrified. I made you flinch, didn't I? He said it like a confession, like an accusation against himself. I made you think I was going to. That I would ever. You wouldn't. You said quickly. I know you wouldn't. It wasn't you. It was just reflex. Kirishima's voice was barely a whisper. He looked shattered. It was a reflex, which means someone gave you that reflex. The silence was answer enough. Baku's hand clenched into fists at his sides, not in anger at you, but at himself. How long? It was a long time ago. Well, answer my question then. He swallowed hard. Well, it was my ex. Before I met you two. They had a very bad temper. Worse than yours, Katsuki. And that's saying something. You tried to smile, but neither of them smiled back. They never. I mean, it was mostly yelling, throwing things near me, punching walls. You were talking too fast now. It only got physical a few times, and I left after that. So it's really fine. I'm over it. You're not. Kirishima's voice was rough. If you were over it, you wouldn't have flinched. Bakugo still hadn't moved. He was staring at his own hands like they were weapons. Then I'm just like them. No. You closed the distance between you, grabbing his face. No, you're nothing like them. You hear me? Nothing. I made you scared. I was startled. There's a difference. You forced him to look at you. You yell, yeah. You're loud and explosive and dramatic, not helping your case. He muttered, but you have never, not once, made me think you'd actually hurt me. My body reacted to an old memory, and that's not your fault. Kirishima moved closer, his large hand covering yours. But we scared you, even for a second. And that's. His voice broke. That's not okay. I'm sorry. Bakugo said, and he never apologized before. I'm so sorry. I never should have. I should have just controlled my volume. You pulled him into a hug, cutting off his spiral. And when you pulled back, his eyes were red-rimmed. You're allowed to be angry. That's okay. I know you. I know the difference between your normal explosive personality and actual danger. My brain just had a moment, and that's all. A moment we caused, Kirishima said, wrapping around both of you from behind. A moment that never should have happened. Then help me replace it. Help me replace that reflex with something better. Bakugo's hand came up slowly, telegraphing the movement. He cupped your face with a gentleness that contradicted everything about his reputation. Never again. I will never make you feel unsafe again. You got that. Kirishima's arms tightened around your waist, his face buried in your neck. If we ever do something that makes you uncomfortable, you tell us immediately. Even if it's just yelling, you asked, especially then. Bakugo growled, I'll find other ways to express my frustration. I'll take up meditation or some shit, whatever it takes. You couldn't help it. You laughed. The image of Bakugo mediating was too absurd. There it is, Kirishima murmured. That's the sound we've wanted. If some bastard in your past made you think love comes with fear, Bakugo's eyes blazed. I'll spend the rest of my life proving them wrong. We both will, Kirishima added, however long it takes. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.